The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
A gain of
nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Albert Okwuegbunam was the target there. But now it's 3rd down.
Nice play on the football. And while it was tipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground, you just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play. Nerves come into play. And despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
And the Rams 1st down.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Past the 20. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
15-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Ready? White 80.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Back to throw here. They'll roll him out right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 24 yards to gain there. Another 1st down as well.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Being chased out left. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score Eagles 7, Rams 0.
2nd and 7. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
3rd and long.
The gun now on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well, and they took the shot downfield. They were more than prepared for that one.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. In your face. Nicker. 50.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Roethlisberger. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play. First down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Switch. Check safety.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
10 at the 37-yard line.
They can't hang with us. 55, Mike. 55. I got
it. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Number 40.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
Here I come.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
The running back.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
35-yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 22, 44. You can't block me. You can't block me. 47's the mark, boy. 47.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. He'll now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
The pass.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
6 yards on the play. Brings up fourth down.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. They'll look to throw again. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is taken in at the 5. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
3rd and 6.
Focus. Check 52. Alert. 44. Tighten up. Easy.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Eagles. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
38-yard line.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Ben to throw again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a handoff working right. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
At the 26-yard line.
Carry for their fullback. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Alert. Check hot. Watch out.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Like 20. Right there, 55. Exit. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch it.
Second and 5 now. Roethlisberger under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. The Eagles on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do and kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That good for 22 and a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
2 yards.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger looking deep downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
That is caught at the 7. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Sliding out of the pocket, and he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move,
and yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike, 55. Hey. There we go. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Here we go.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
By the Rams. They'll take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. And if they don't... So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down and attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Brings up second.
First throw in overtime now for Roethlisberger. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
12 yards there and a first down.
15-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Check 26, check 26, check 37, check 37.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Tackled at the 7-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
A big spot now for Stephen Gostkowski. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here in the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
87.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. To throw now on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Incomplete on the jump ball.
Brings after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Partner, a great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Eagles, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for L.A., they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.